Will this work? Will this work? Man, I look rough. That says a lot. And water. Well, time to start the live, I guess. 3, 2, 1, action. Hello, welcome back to my live. Hello, Aiden, how are you today? So for today's live stream, obviously, yeah, I'm using one of the 16 by 20 canvases. A much larger canvas I'm working with here. Here, I'll, like, here. Like, I kid you not, the phone is literally like distance. I literally had it like right here, and it just like completely covered the camera. Yeah. So that's that. Okay. Hello, Aiden. How are you today? So for today's live stream, I'm going to attempt to paint a humanoid, and the background color is going to be much different. So make sure you stick around. You'll draw the scary tall humanoid, right? Yes, I'm drawing a humanoid. I don't know how tall. Most likely this tall on the canvas. However, though, when I use one of the giant canvases that I have, specifically the 20 by 24s, I'll definitely be painting and drawing a large humanoid, so yeah. But as for right now, I'm going to try to attempt to draw my first humanoid on here. But yeah, well, let's get started. Grab your paintbrushes or, I don't know, your crayons, your coloring pens. Let's sit and let me find my paints. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. Anyways, let's get started, shall we? So how's your day going, by the way, if I may ask? I just draw something today. Oh, okay, way to go. Yeah, always gotta stay creative. And I gotta figure out remember where I have my brushes. Like which brush do I want to use. Okay. So what'd you draw today? Or, oh, your day's good? That's great. My day, oh boy. My day pretty much started at like, oh, where do I begin? Okay, so first things first, here's basically overall what happened. When I was at work today. So I get in and it is just quiet, and I saw my coworker at the front desk, and I just assume it's going to be a normal morning. You know, I get ready, I clock in, and then I start, I start my job. But then, apparently around 5 a.m., there was a stranger that walked right through the doors of my job, and apparently he was just wasted. He was wasted. I wish I was lying. This was like around 5:30 in the morning, and I was just like, what is going on here? And then I had to talk to my coworker about what was going on, and he had said, oh, this is the third drunk person I had to deal with today. Well, tonight. Yeah, and I was just like, what? How many people were drunk? How many drunk people came to our our workplace, and he was like, well, three. And I was just like, how did three grown, I assume they were grown men because the one in the lobby at my workplace was a guy. So I assume maybe the other two were, I don't know. But yeah. So my coworker, he explained to me how he had to deal with two others who were just being very rowdy and were disturbing other people, so he just decided to follow protocol and just try to get as try to figure out a solution. But yeah. And at first I was like, "Huh? Like what do you mean?" Oh, hi there, Gable. How you doing today? Hello. Yeah, so then anyways, my coworker then says, "So, yeah, I've been dealing with like three drunk people. You're witnessing the third one. The other two pretty much almost tried to destroy one of the computers." And I was just like, "What?" And I was just like, "What do you mean?" And he said, "Well, they tried to, because here's the thing though, where I work at, we have two computers. Actually, no, we have three. We have three computers. Two are at the front desk area where the obviously front desk works. And then we have one singular computer in the lobby that workers or guests can use. You know, pretty simple. And apparently I don't know. I guess they were like trying to download a video game. I don't know. I don't remember much of the details what he said. I blacked out the minute he said like just try to destroy computers. Like that was it. I just blacked out for that in that sentence. And I kid you not, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna try to get my job going, cause mind you, it is 5 o'clock in the morning. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock. 5 a.m. Or between like 5 a.m. and 5:30 in the morning. And this is something I did not want it to deal with. Like just getting into work. Like I wanted to get to work and just like, well, do my job. I wanted to go in there and do my job. But you should make the background look like a scary forest. I do have some ideas, but yeah, scary forest right now, I'm not doing that. I will for the next one though. I will for the next one though. I will for the next one though. Thank you very much, Aiden, for telling me. Um, anyways, yeah. So my coworker, he was just like, I just want to go home. And I was like, hey, at least you get to go home in 2 hours. I just got to work. So, yeah. And after all that, I kid you not, so right before we were about to open for breakfast, there was this one dude, obviously, he was like the third drunk or whatever. I assume he was. He was like passed out on one of the chairs, and I was just like, why doesn't he just go to like the couches at least? Why doesn't he go to the couches? It would make a lot more sense. Why doesn't he just go to the couches or something? I mean, at least there could be like a little bit more better legroom for him. And as someone who basically grew up around like so many people who or so many adults that love to drink a lot and then pretty much make stupid decisions and forget that they have kids in the morning that need to go places. Yeah. Welcome to my life. That's all I can say. Don't ignore me. Hello, Merry Christmas. How are you doing? But anyways, yeah. So I pretty much spent like a majority of my work in the morning having to deal with a drunk. And I thought that was going to be the only bad part of my day, but nope. God apparently had other plans for me today. Um, so we ended up, someone had set off the smoke alarm while they were trying to make toast. I kid you not. Toast. Someone set off the smoke alarm and it made toast. Well, someone burned toast. No lives were taken, but sadly a slice of bread was. And yeah, what's weird is that what makes it even more just like a little bit infuriating, I guess, or at least kind of embarrassing, is that the fire department that showed up just kind of looked at us and was like, every time we show up here, for some reason, the fire alarm is set off one way or another, but not from an actual fire, which obviously is a good thing. It's a good thing. But I'm almost positive that the fire department in my area where I work, pretty much every time like it goes off, they know that's like, oh, they probably burnt some toast or something. So, yeah, that's fun. Basically, the fire department from now on, whenever they get a signal saying that they need to show up here, basically, yeah. It is. Someone says exhaust. It's not gonna lie, it is fairly embarrassing when that happens because I mean, obviously the fire department, they're there to do their jobs. They are there to try and protect the city, and right now at the moment, basically they are trying to help us try and turn off the fire alarm. What if the fire department, sorry, what? What if the fire department building caught fire? Then I'm pretty sure they would know, for one thing. Because I think they do have like firefighters that like stay in their fire stations. Like, okay, so I don't know if a lot of people who have know this or who knows me when I go live. So I actually used to do Boy Scouts. I used to do Boy Scouts, I used to do Cub Scouts when I was younger. And one of the things we did was we went to a fire department where, for one thing, we were learning about the safety precautions when it came to a fire and also certain fire drills. So, when they asked us about questions, I asked, well, it was either me or maybe someone else. I don't really remember, but the question was, where do firemen sleep if like, you know, or something like how do you know if like if there's a fire in like the fire department? I don't know, something like that question. And one of them said, well, we do have some people that do stay here overnight, and well, okay. And they basically sleep in like kind of like these bunk bed areas from what they told me. And yeah, I don't know, it's a long anyway. So yeah, I have actually been to fire departments when I was pretty young, specifically because I was in Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts. Mainly, we were there to learn about the safety precautions of fires and fire and what the job of a fire guy does, or fireman. Sorry, I am so tired right now. I've been up since around 4:15. I don't know. And well, I've been having a really difficult time sleeping, so please forgive me. So last night though, I slept pretty okay. I think I got like maybe 5 hours of sleep. I don't know. Play Roblox. I don't play Roblox. Sorry. Um, I may have used to as a kid, but I don't anymore. Sorry. Yeah. Well, which is okay. You know, a lot of people do tend to, what's it called? Switch hobbies? Switch hobbies, I guess. Because people have told me, like, video games, for them, it's like, some say it's for them, it's like a hobby. Do you even play any video games? Oh, of course I do, of course. But as an adult, as an adult, ooh, that's actually interesting. So yes, I will be honest. Yes, I have actually played video games as an adult. I actually have, and I know a lot of people are like, wait, adults can't play video games. That's basically gonna rot your mind. Which, yes, but also for some adults, they do play video games as a way to like, help. Some say they like play video games as like a way to like help de-stress after a day. And even though like, a lot of people say video games are bad for you, some say it's like a distressor, which honestly, hey, if it makes you like de-stress after a stressful day, fine, whatever. But, why judge? Hmm. Hello there. How are you doing? So yeah, so the games I do play. Sorry, I'm waiting for this to dry. Sorry, I'm waiting for this black paint to dry real quick so that way I can actually start on the colors in the background. So the types of video games that I do play, pretty much are like what you would say boring. I play a lot of Tetris. Um, I played Tetris, yes. And then I stopped, and now I play Sudoku. I play like video game Sudoku, which I know is boring, but it's pretty okay in my book. We play games and love to avoid the depression. Okay. How are you, bro? Hi there, Knit, Knit? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Or Tin? Nickelton? Nickelton? I don't know. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm doing okay. I hope you are doing well. So, yeah. Overall, but here's the thing though, I haven't really played Sudoku in a while, so Sudoku is fun. Hmm. Yeah. I is actually pretty fun. Yeah, Sudoku can be fun if you like you know. Which here's the thing though, I just had no idea like how challenging it was that a Sudoku game was. Like, not gonna lie, I thought, okay, I thought Sudoku was like a pretty easy game. Nope, that was a lie. It's actually kind of a challenge. I'm not gonna lie. It is a challenge, and yeah, and it's really testing me in a way I never thought a game could ever test me before. So, where are you from? I am from America. Um, I live in this state called North Carolina, and North Carolina is alongside the East Coast, and we are known in the East Coast as having weather that makes absolutely no sense at all. Okay? No sense at all. No sense at all. Okay? Meaning that some days the weather wants to be like pleasant, while other days the weather just wants to be, I don't know, spiteful for some reason. It's hard to tell. But yeah. So we recently got hit with like a snowstorm, which I remember I was live for like last weekend. I was doing a live stream, and not gonna lie, it got pretty stormy. I even, like I said, I even showed like little clips here and there during the live of like outside my window of the snow and how like excessive it was getting. I actually remembered on one of the days, specifically on one of the days, um, where basically it was just like snowing very heavily. So I'm from India. Oh, that's cool. That's actually where like I think most of my followers are. They're a lot of them are from India, Pakistan, uh, I think Saudi Arabia maybe. I don't know. But yeah. Well, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my live. Why did you red? What? Don't catch slipping up. What? That makes no sense. I need some context here. Drawing tip. Use a dark gray and a gray to make your drawing better. Yeah, that's what I want to do. So I am planning on doing something for the little backgrounds here, just like to work on the just make the wait, where's that? Hold on. I just remembered. I have a brush. I have a brush I actually like. So I save so that paintbrush I normally use for like anything like for this area right here, but I have a paintbrush I like. Ah, there it is. I call this like my makeup brush because I don't know, it just looks like a makeup brush to me, and I like it because it just helps get more. That's all I can say. Yeah, see? It just helps gets a little more. Also, sorry, I currently have my canvas like leaned up against my table because I tried to put it on my easel and it did not fit. Okay? This is a 16 by 20 canvas, by the way. This is a 16 by 20 canvas, okay? So this is pretty much showing up to be a real challenge for me. But I'm not going to let that stop me from creating my art that some people will get or think I am crazy. Yeah, that is all. This is all really I can say, but yeah. Oh, and what else was I gonna say? Oh, so earlier I had mentioned that I had to deal with a particular person at my job who was not in their right cognitive state of mind, and well, as I thought that day like was over and I didn't have to deal with anyone, I didn't have to deal with like another person like that. It wasn't until 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Like just as I was before, like just before I was about to clock out, another person showed up and they were just blitzed. And I was just like, who the hell is getting blitzed at like this early in the morning? Like, do they have what are those brunch things called? Those brunch alcoholic drinks? Mimosas. Yeah, mimosas. Is there people who are currently hiding mimosas in their room or something? Which obviously wouldn't really be a problem because, you know, as long as you're over the age of 21 here, but like what is going on and why is everyone getting so blitzed? And then uh my coworker and I, we were when he told me what was happening, I was just like, you know what? I give up. I'm just gonna clean up so that way I can get ready and go home and go home or get out of work because I cannot stand to be around that sort of whatever it was. Um, anyways, so after that had pretty much happened, I did saw that it looked like one of the guys' buddies was, I guess, like trying to help him or like trying to like help him get back on his feet or not really embarrass him that much. But yeah, so yeah. So, and hey, I wish I was lying about all this, by the way. I wish I was lying about all this and saying that, oh no, this never happened to me at work. No, it did. It did. I had to deal with two people who were just blitzed out of their minds for reasons that, quite frankly, I don't understand why, but, you know, I mean, it happened, and I'm just like, you know, I just want to get through my shift. But yeah, thankfully there wasn't like any like serious like accidents or anything, at least that I know of. But yeah, so that was pretty much my day at work. I had to deal with a bunch of well, technically, I've only had to deal with two. I had to deal with two grown adult men who were obviously not in their right cognitive state of mind, and just like, yeah. Here we go. So I'm currently painting with like a dark blue, because I want to make like the top part like dark blue, and yeah, so this is the color. Hold on, let me show you like what I mixed. So I had mixed these two colors. I'd mixed primary blue with hello, do you remember me? I don't know, Hayden, probably. I don't know. And wait, did I mix permanent black or did I mix I used pan gray. I mixed pan gray with primary blue, and supposedly it's supposed to like make this darker shade of blue. Hold on, if I can find the brush, I want to show you like what it's supposed to like make. Um, yeah. So it's supposed to be like a darker shade of blue, and I got paint water on my desk. Story of my life. But yeah, so it's supposed to be like a much darker shade of blue. Um, I'm hoping it does. I mean, I'm hoping like when I do take like the photo and post it on here, like the color will come out, because that's pretty much like how I want it to come out. Like I want to show that clearly I'm working with a blue here. But yeah. But obviously you can't see it, especially at this sort of distance. But yeah. But not gonna lie, I do kind of like how this is kind of turning out, at least this corner piece right here. I am hoping that the rest will like be the same, but yeah, I think it's okay. I wish I can show you more of it, but yeah. But yeah, so I think yeah, I want this to be like just like an entirety, I guess. I don't know. It's just I just want this to like come together and just look nice. Now I'm especially trying to make sure that I do not go over the um the lines, specifically the lines that cross over and can like mix with the gray, because I have done that a lot. No joke. If you know me, every time like I go live, you would know that I have done that mistake multiple times, which of course it's okay. It's okay to make mistakes, you know. It's okay. Just try not to like, punish yourself too much for it. But yeah, so but I'm just trying my best and just trying to like not uh yeah, not feel like a screw up. That's all I can say. But yeah, so supposedly it's supposed to be like a much darker blue. But obviously you can't see it, like I said. But also, I had said that I will be posting this later today. so that way hopefully you can see the blue a little bit more clearer, okay, clearer. Hopefully you can see it a little bit more clearer, but yeah. Okay, now let's use what I call the fancy makeup brush to try and fix this all up. Okay, anyways, let's see, what should I talk about? So I was obviously also live yesterday, but I wasn't painting live only because yesterday I really didn't like have much inspiration going for me. Like I didn't know what exactly to paint, so I decided to do a little review on my live where like I reviewed my paintings that I've done so far for the past few live streams and what I think I like about them versus what I don't like and could have done a little bit more better with, but yeah. So, but anyways, so I'm hoping actually like I can do more live streams with me having conversations, sitting in the closet, I guess. I don't know. Wow, there's almost like nobody now. I thought there was like nobody. No. Technically that does happen in my live streams. Like half the time there will be people and then other times there won't. I've learned that a lot, and yeah. But however though, like I was trying to say, basically I have been wanting to like maybe think about like doing those more, like just sitting in my closet and like just having a conversation with people who show up on my live stream, and just like talk about like how your week has been, like what's going on, anything new, anything exciting, and yeah. Yeah, not gonna lie, I do really like this color. I don't know if you can fully see it, but here, I'm gonna show you. I think it's turning out okay. It's definitely much of a different, darker shade of blue than I expected, but it is turning out pretty okay from what it looks like. I'm not saying it's turning out bad, but there are certain areas I could fix. But anyways, so yeah. Sorry, I'm just now distracted by the fact that like I'm just trying to like make this come out like the best way I can think of, and yeah. This is what I got so far. Here, let me show you again. This is what I got so far. I don't know if you can fully see it, but this is what I got. And like I said, I will be posting this later today. Boom. Yep, boom. I will be posting this later today, so that way, you all can see it and tell me what you think and tell me what you would have done differently. And yeah, just overall, like, tell me what you think. Because, and also sorry if the lighting keeps on. I don't know why. The lighting has just been acting very weird for me lately. I hope, and obviously I know for a fact I don't know if like this live stream's like entertaining. Like I'm trying to be as entertaining as possible. But, it's very hard when, I'm also trying to focus on, like, trying to finish this, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah. However, though, I do like the way, the color, though, because, like I said, this is supposed to be a mixture of, like, this is supposed to be, like, a dark blue. So, yeah. And so far, it is turning out. I don't know. I guess it's turning out okay. I mean, your guess is as good as mine, but yeah. Yeah. I'm also trying to not give myself carpal tunnel because I am positive I might. I I have a family member who actually does have carpal tunnel, and she has told me like that is the worst thing you could ever have because basically that means like it's almost like as if your hands or your arms don't want. Oh, sorry, I thought I got pain on myself. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So I think I'm actually like changing my idea and like yeah, I'm gonna be making this whole background like the same color. So, man, the sun is bright. Why are you doing me like that, son? Why are you trying to bring out the lighting? Not gonna lie, I'm positive that like the lighting just does not work with me very well. I don't know why. I assume it hates me. I'm guessing. I don't know. But yeah. But anyways, so now here I am just trying to outline. So I mostly do this just so that way it doesn't like mess up with like the figure that I'm making. Specifically, if you've known me for a while now with painting or drawing, I love to mainly paint very humanoid-ish looking figures, and overall it is, I guess you can say it is a blessing in disguise for me, I guess. I don't know, but yeah. Mm. Sorry, I'm also trying to not get this on my table, but you know, you can never really know. But anyways, so this is pretty much like what I'm still working with. I'm still trying to make sure like the background is okay. I do know for a fact it might not actually like come out very evenly, but yeah. Your your hopes are, I guess, almost as high as mine, meaning that I hope it doesn't like get messed up too much. But yeah. Okay, now I'm just trying to make sure. Ah, shit. Oh well. Sorry, I thought I was like doing good, but then obviously for some reason I am positive I got a little bit cocky because now there is blue on the humanoid's clothes. Like, wow. This is what happens when you get cocky. That is all I can say. This is what happens when you get cocky. You end up doing that. So. Yeah. But anyways, so wow, this is actually kind of turning out okay at least. So as you can tell, obviously, it is turning. The background is, I guess, okay. I don't know what to really say about it. Definitely, I wouldn't say like bad, but like it could be like I don't know, I felt like maybe I could have used a much lighter blue, or maybe I could have done something with a light blue. I don't know. But yeah, but I'm not hating the color though. I feel like if it was like for something else, then the color like would have most likely like blended very well with whatever idea I had for that. But for this one, obviously, I am currently just, you know, just doing what I assume is, yeah. This is what I got so far now. Um, obviously, I think it is a little. I don't know how to explain it, but I mean, it does look okay. I will say it is. It is starting to look okay. I think like it's just based off like certain areas where like a certain part is like much lighter than the others, but yeah, overall, it's definitely turning out pretty pretty okay in my book, I guess. That's all I can say. Um, after all, this is my art, so sorry, there was a little drip. Um, yeah, I gotta make sure like this doesn't like fully because I'm using acrylic paints, and I just poured some water in because it was starting to dry up in my. I forgot what that was called. Shoot. Where I have the paints, basically, there's a paint that's a little dry, so I had to like re-water it, and well, this is what I'm going for, and I just completely made the put blue on the figure's gray clothes again. So, yeah. Happy birthday to me, I guess. Well, it's not actually my birthday. I wish it was, though. Well, no, not really, because I'm turning 25 in a few months. And I generally do not know what to say about turning 25. So my birthday's in May, and since my birthday is coming up soon, there's a lot of stuff like I pretty much don't know what I'm gonna do for my birthday. I mean, obviously there's some things I'd like to do, but obviously I can't. And obviously there are some people that I wish I could hang out with, but obviously also I can't either because, well, they're either working or they're busy being parents, which is okay, which is okay. I'm not gonna like hold it against them for being a parent. Like that just seemed like very shallow. But yeah. So okay, so here's the background overall if you want to see it. So this is what it looks like overall. But I still need to work on like I need to fix up the gray areas that got blued pretty much. So yeah. But I might end up like fixing it up a little bit more. Meaning like hold on. I think if I can just like if I could just do like this, because I mean I don't mind leaving certain parts a little bit lighter. It's just that I want to like still be able to like keep certain areas that look to be the same shade. But yeah, that's almost as like wishing for $1,000,000 in my case. But yeah. So yeah, so overall, this is pretty much what I am working with. Uh, my stubborn butt is just obviously making me Almost trying to make certain areas like redo whatever. But yeah. But yeah, also like I said, I will also be posting this later today, so if you want to, you can go and check it out and just tell me what you think. Okay, let's see. So, like I said, I wanted to fix up certain areas, like fix some spots that got a little bit of gray. So yeah, obviously, some parts of the humanoid figure did not turn out the way I thought, but you know what? We're here, we're learning, we're growing, we're trying our best, and just overall, you know, we're just trying, okay? We're just trying over here. It's like, that's it. We're just trying. We're like not trying to be Picasso, we're not trying to be this or that. We are just trying our best and trying to not. What was it? Trying to not lose our minds. That's all I can say. But yeah, so now I'm just trying to like fix up the hoodie a little bit. That way it can actually hopefully look like a hoodie instead of a complete hot mess. Or like as if he just has like a brick body. That's all I can say. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I'm currently just trying to like redo like some of the black lines I have around here, just so that way it can look somewhat more presentable as human or like as humanoid as possible, but yeah. I think it is turning out pretty okay, but yeah, like I said, I'll also have this posted later today, so you know, you can go and judge me for it. What time is it? Oh wow, it's already past 4. Wow. Time really does pass by fast when you're painting. Okay. There we go. And yep. Let's see. Okay. Okay, now just gonna fix up other certain places. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the, which one is this? Okay, that's permanent black. I want to try the pain gray. I want to see the pain gray for a sec. Like, how is that gonna turn out? Okay, let me just see how like the pain gray looks, so that way I can maybe use them for like the pants. I don't know. Oh wow, it's definitely looking. It's looking good. It's looking good. It's blending well in with the black. Not gonna lie. Um, yeah, it's looking kind of good. It's looking pretty good. I think I'll also make this the same shade as the pants. So, yeah, but okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just really trying to go. I don't mean to be in the way. I'm just really trying to like fix, or at least add what needs to be done to this. But yeah. Obviously, I will be done with this for now, but yeah. And okay, there we go. So this is overall what it looks like. Like like I said, I'll definitely have it like commented down below, or I'll post it later so that way you can comment and tell me what you think. Oh, and I got blue on myself. And that's fine. I'm gonna clean up afterwards, but yeah. So here is basically the painting of the day, I guess. Um, Yeah, it's definitely this is gonna present as like a new challenge for me because this is a 16 by 20. This is a 16 by 20 canvas, so obviously, it's gonna be a challenge to work with, but with a little more practice and like a little more creative ideas, I will hopefully be able to, well, hopefully come up with more ideas and come up with more creative ways to paint on my canvases, and also hopefully do some more drawings in the future, since a lot of people say they do miss a few of my sketch videos here and there. But yeah. So like I said, I will have this posted later today. So yeah. So thank you to everyone who has shown up for my live. And right before we leave, I always do the top 5 now. I do like top 5 people who've shown up on my live. I give them shout outs. So get ready for the shout outs. Number 1 is Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. You were at number 1. Number 2 is Alina. Alina loves cats. 8. Okay, you're number 2. Number 3 is Aiden. Congratulations, Aiden. You're number 3. At number 4, it is Tin Night Ni. It's Ni. The letters are Ni and then the word tin, and then 4152. You're number 4, and number 5 is Gamble underscore coin. Gamble underscore coin. Thank you. You guys are the top 5, apparently, in my live stream. I hope to see many more in the top 5 as well. Top 5 people who I'll give a shout out to. And yeah. But okay then. Well, thank you to everyone who has joined my live stream. I hope you have a good day and or night. I will be live again this Saturday, so make sure you click on the bell notifications wherever it is, so that way you can be notified when I go live. I do have some short videos that I'm going to be posting throughout the week, so make sure you are subscribed so you can see all those. And yeah, so my short videos are pretty much, as always, a mixture between like Bob's Burgers and, well, astrology videos. So yeah, and I hope you enjoy them as much as you also enjoy my art content. But yeah, thank you to everyone for joining my live. I hope you have a great day and or night. And as always, take care, stay safe, and have a good day. Mwah. Oh, and also don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications. And if you enjoyed this live stream, please hit the like button. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Take care. Stay safe. Bye. Mwah. Bye.